spend $1,200 a month on groceries. Spend a lot of money on food. My favorite day of the week. The way that I love Fridays is like, it should be researched, like why I love Fridays so much. It's not even because like the weekend I'm done like with work and stuff like that. I don't even think that's the reason. There's just something about Friday, the energy that it gives. Maybe it is because of the weekend, I don't know. Either way, I'm excited that it's Friday. Right now I'm headed to the grocery store. This is so cold. I'm going to stock up the house and prepare myself for meal prep. I'm actually trying a meal prep that Chatgpt created for me. I basically put into Chatgpt that I wanted to, what my train of thought? What was I saying? I give Chatgpt the full credit for making my grocery list, my meal plan, and my meal map for this week. If you don't know, I take meal prep very seriously. So I basically told Chatgpt, I'm going to leave the exact prompt that I used in the description if you want to give it a try. But I told Chatgpt that I am a family of 6. I gave them a specific budget. I told them I wanted to spend $300 on the shopping trip to get the groceries that I need in order to create, and then I gave it a list of the meals that I wanted to make. I went, like, we sat down with the kids, we went over what we wanted to eat. That's how we got their list of meals. And then for us, my best friend actually is a holistic nutritionist. Shout out to her. And she created us a meal plan based on our blood type and based on like some goals that I have of like wanting to improve like my focus, mental clarity, all those things. So I used that information, copied and pasted it into Chatgpt and told her that like, based on this meal plan or this breakdown of like what I should be eating, also outlined like foods that I should eat and foods that I should avoid. So that I wanted to be more mindful of, but it's like kind of hard to be mindful of the foods that you should avoid when they make up like 90% of my meals. Like certain cheeses, like I'm really not supposed to eat most cheeses. Like Parmesan's good for me, feta is good for me, but not necessarily like cheddar. So but like we eat tacos every week. So I wanted to be mindful of those things, and it's just like a matter of having to switch up and try different recipes to incorporate the things that I should actually be eating. But back to the Chatgpt prompt, I told her to create me a meal plan first. So once I got that, then I plugged, and then I said, based on this information, create me a grocery list. And I wanted her to create it based on the current deals at my local Sprouts. So she pulled up my local Sprouts and Trader Joe's based on where I live and was able to give me a breakdown with the estimated pricing of groceries, like of each item. Now I will say the pricing was on the lower side. So like of my budget, the full list came in at $150, and I know for a fact the amount of things that I have on this grocery list, ain't no way I'm paying $150 for it. I also made mention that like I eat an all organic diet, like all the things. I mentioned everything specific to like how I grocery shop because I wanted it to be like as accurate as possible. So I do know that like I'm definitely gonna go over the $150, but the goal was to stay in the $300. So I'm doing this for multiple purposes. I know it seems like I'm rambling right now, but it's all gonna make sense. And I don't know, I'm struggling to explain it. But anyway, this for 2 specific reasons. For one, I wanted to reduce my grocery bill. Like currently, we have a meat subscription with Good Chop, where I've decided like that's where I'm purchasing my meat. The meat quality, like when I tell you, I used to never want to buy meat from anywhere else than Trader Joe's. Then like with like recalls and nothing, everyone is able to shop where they want to shop based on their budget, their lifestyle, all the things. I'm not downplaying anyone's like shopping purposes and things like that. I just know for me, myself, and my family, I want to make sure that for what I can afford, we're eating the best quality. So I we did our research. My husband actually brought to me the Good Chop service, which we're gonna go through that box because it's coming today. This is like perfect timing, but specifically was looking for quality meats. And when I tell you, when we eat from this box, I'm just like, what have we been eating all these years? I don't understand. Like, the quality is insane. But I wanted, aside from purchasing the Good Chop box, which normally runs me about $350 to $400. $400 if I am including premium cuts. So we do the large box every 4 weeks. That's the highest box that they have. I believe it's 18 cuts that you can select. I won't go into detail on that because I'll actually show you like what it looks like later on today. But that's a portion of our budget. So basically we spend $1,200 a month on groceries for a family of 6, all organic. And to me, before it was like, oh, that's not a lot of money, but the more and more I think about it, I'm just like, we spend a lot of money on food. And granted, I love the fact that like we're leaning more towards actually cooking our meals than we are towards ordering out and stuff like that. So that does factor into the amount of money that we spend at the grocery store. But I don't know, I just feel like I can reduce it. So that was one of the reasons why I decided to use Chatgpt to challenge myself to only spend $300 for the next 2 weeks to get us everything that we need besides meat. The second reason why I did it is because I am trying to focus on improving my eating habits. Like, I'm learning more and more that like my struggle with being consistent with my eating isn't necessarily like a discipline thing. It's more of like an ADHD thing. And I was listening to an episode yesterday, and she was saying, she was a nutritionist who works specifically with people with ADHD, and she was saying that the difficult part about people with ADHD trying to follow like diets or like meal plans is that it's like not specific. Normally they do diet plans and things like that, but it's not specific to the ADHDer. I just made up a word, whatever. But what it basically means is like you can't take a generalized, most people can't take a generalized meal plan and stick to it. For one, it's very restrictive. For two, it's like not necessarily what your body specifically needs. So that's why I reached out to my best friend and had her specifically make a list of things that I should eat and I should avoid. Not necessarily a meal plan, but just give me a list so that I know what are the things that I should definitely be eating and what are the things that I should avoid in order for me to feel my best. So yeah, here we are. All of that to say, here we are with the grocery list. We're headed to Trader Joe's with a $300 budget, and we're not gonna go over it.
Did I dream?